Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and it's a brand new week, which means a load of brand new deals. Let's see what we've got this week. This week, you could get an insane deal on this special edition of Rise of the Tomb Raider. The 20-year celebration packs in loads of stuff. Not only do you get the critically acclaimed action-adventure about Lara uncovering an ancient mystery as you race to beat a ruthless organization known as Trinity to the lost city of Katesh, as well as things like the Blood Ties single-player story, 5 classic Lara Croft skins, and a reimagined outfit that pays homage to her roots. I love classic Lara as I used to play this game a lot as a kid, so getting the chance to go back and pretend I'm playing those games, but with the sparkly new Xbox One X enhanced graphics, is a real joy. Just look at Lara's flowing hair physics. Play this on a 4K telly and you'll really see the difference in the amazing environments, the waving foliage, and the crunchy snow that actually tracks your footprints. There's also a new tomb that houses an ancient terror in the story DLC, Baba Yaga, the Temple of the Witch, which is all about the fabled witch Baba Yaga, who is depicted as a ferocious woman who wields a pestle as a weapon and resides in the woods in a house that walks on the legs of a bird. And don't forget the new Endurance Mode co-op, in which you and a friend start with nothing and must scrounge and craft to survive the harsh elements. Oh, and the evil beasts. There's always evil beasts. And finally, wave-based mode Cold Darkness Awakened. That's so much stuff to do that by the time you finish, I believe the sun will have exploded, cleansing the earth in fire. A prequel to the excellent narrative-driven adventure Life is Strange, Before the Storm follows a younger Chloe Price and her relationship with the popular Rachel Amber. When a dark secret shakes Rachel to her core, it's up to her alliance with Chloe that will help them prevail. It's pretty refreshing that there are no fighting sections where you have to battle, like physical manifestations of inner demons or platforming bits, just choices and consequences in a very human feeling world. It's really reactive. You can choose Chloe's outfit and see how people react to your look, and also make your mark on the world with tags and drawings. Another new feature is Backtalk, a conversation mode all about risk and reward that lets Chloe provoke people, which can help her get her way, or it can land her in hot water. An example of this is convincing Principal Wells it's in his best interest to back off by coming up with puns on his name and really just grinding him down emotionally. That's better than a combat section any day. By putting dialogue choices at the forefront like this, it makes conversations much more engaging and you really feel connected to the main character because you have the greater sway over what she says. Just be prepared for a little fallout if things go south and you choose the wrong option. If you like a game where people are mad at you a lot, check out Life is Strange Before the Storm. Deus Ex Mankind Divided is set in the year 2029 and explores the tense relationship between mechanically augmented humans and the rest of the non-mechanical society. The mechanically augmented humans, or orgs, are social outcasts and must live in specially arranged ghettos on the fringes of life. You play as a whispery voice covert operative, Adam Jensen, an org fighting for a world that hates orgs. Very darkly ironic. But with a new arsenal of state-of-the-art equipment, such as a portable arm blades and impenetrable skin, who's going to argue? In this game, Jensen strives to unravel a worldwide conspiracy involving the Illuminati as he heads to the streets of Prague. While a contracted agent for Interpol, he also secretly works for the Juggernaut Collective, a hacker group aiming to confront the Illuminati, so he's often got a choice of who to side with and how to proceed. And speaking of choice, Mankind Divided really gives you a lot of freedom. You don't have to kill anyone in this game, even bosses. And if you upgrade your social capabilities, you can talk your way out of most situations. The Digital Deluxe Edition gives you access to the Season Pass, which contains 2 new story DLCs, the Assault and Tactical Packs, which include various weapons and items, 4 Praxis kits to level up your character, and 5 booster packs and 20 chipsets for Deus Ex Mankind Divided Breach, which, if you haven't heard of Breach, it's a fun side mode where you have to hack into companies' databanks. It's a pretty good bonus and rounds out this package nicely. I will never stop talking about Fae, the action-adventure game starring a fox-like creature who bounds through a magical forest. Nasty entities called Silent Ones are attacking all of the forest creatures, so you've got to protect them. You do this by singing to the other creatures and gaining their help, and new creatures can teach Fae new songs, so he can interact with more adorable beings. I love that you can keep unlocking new abilities in the forest, such as gliding on updrafts, or climbing from tree to tree to get a new angle on things. With a lack of explanation and instructions for how to proceed, Fae encourages experimentation, so you really have to get creative. For instance, you might have to observe a creature to see what kind of music they're into, then sing that particular song at them. Even when you're not trying to get to the marker on the map, you can just ignore the objective altogether and wander about, taking in all the beautiful sights like this here. All in all, a very nice game. Action adventure sandbox game Just Cause 3 is so mad that I could almost just list off a bunch of stuff you can do in it, and then you can make your own mind up whether you want to grab this deal. For instance, you can bolt rocket boosters to the back of a boat and blast through the air, or you can bolt rocket boosters to a man and send him off to space. You can attach your tether to that same rocket man and just have him swing around and round instead. Story-wise, Just Cause 3 is set 6 years after the previous installment in the Just Cause series, when infamous mercenary Rico Rodriguez returns to his homeland of Medici in order to restore freedom for his people from the military dictator, General de Ravelo. During these missions, you'll be aiding the rebels of Medici to overthrow this oppressive regime, including destroying power plants, rescuing researchers, and even fighting in an active volcano. A thing I like doing a lot during car chases is snapping that tether onto the front of a car and then the other end of the tether to the ground to send it crashing to an abrupt halt. Or if you felt like it, you could grapple over to a speeding car and surf on its bonnet as you machine gun enemies. Finally, try tethering a car to a plane, then using it like a wrecking ball. Now, if all that doesn't convince you that Just Cause 3 is awesome, I don't know what will. Now, my personal favourite Fallout game is Fallout New Vegas, which is set after a nuclear apocalypse ravages the world in the year 2077. But it's not all doom and gloom because you're in Vegas, baby. Well, what's left of it anyway. Here you'll encounter a gang of Elvis impersonators called the Kings. Meet a cool little robot tour guide who skates around on a big wheel, and numerous opportunities to gamble. I like to bet the house on red, then if I lose, just reload the save and try again. Because I'm an absolute cheat. Anyway, you play as a guy named the Courier who gets ambushed whilst transporting an important package across the Mojave Desert and shot in the head. He must have a head of pure granite though, because the Courier survives and sets off on a journey to recover the package and confront his assailant, who is actually voiced by Matthew Perry, aka Chandler from Friends. What follows soon spirals into an epic tale about rival gangs fighting for control of the entire Mojave wasteland. When I played this back in the day, I sided with the Roman Empire faction, Caesar's Legion, as they have cool armor, but then I remembered I could choose not to and just kill one of them and steal their armor. Plus, Caesar's Legion keeps slaves, and that's not really my style. I'd much rather be rocking that sweet power armor which the Brotherhood of Steel rock. Fallout New Vegas came out in 2010 on Xbox 360, but it's backwards compatible with the Xbox One, so you can grab this and play it on either of your Xbox consoles. So there we have it guys, that's the deals you can pick up this week. Make sure to let us know which ones you like down in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye!